everyone, and thank you for attending Activeo's session, part of our Verint Marketplace Partner Showcase. Before we begin, we wanted to cover a few housekeeping items. You can expand your slide area to maximize it to full screen by clicking the arrows in the top right corner. If you have any questions during the webinar, you can submit them through the Q&A engagement tool. We will respond to all questions via email or phone after the session. Please know we capture all questions. A copy of today's slide deck is available in the resources panel to download, and you can find additional answers to some common technical issues located in the question mark icon in the top right corner of your screen. An on-demand version of the webinar will be available approximately 1 day after today's session and can be accessed using the same audience link that was sent to you earlier. I'm Matt Pike, Senior Director, Strategic Partner Business Development, and today I am joined by Julien and Florian from Activeo.
Okay, first, big thank you to Verint and to the entire Verint team for having us at this Verint Partner Showcase. I'm really pleased to be here today to tell you more about Activeo, to tell you more about our Verint partnership, and to present you our Logepal solution.
So hi everyone, I'm Julien from Activeo. I'm the product manager of the Logepal solution. And it's great for me to do a demonstration just after the slide presentation of Florian.
So before starting, just a few words about Activeo. So Activeo has been helping customers to deliver customer experience excellence from over 25 years. In fact, thanks to our consulting expertise and our technological expertise, we help our customers to achieve excellence around the topic of customer relation. In fact, we have different missions of consulting for customer service and contact center. We integrate the solutions of our partner, like the Verint solution, of course, and we make also some software development. Today, we have a strong platinum partnership with Verint and a deep expertise around the Verint Suite solution for the recording part, the quality monitoring part, the workforce management, the analytics, and of course, around Verba for all the compliance part. And finally, we have a digital factory, and we have developed 3 core solutions, and our main solution is Logepal, and this is the solution that we present to you today. So, if I need to describe Logepal in one sentence, I will say that Logepal is a solution to pilot the performance, and it will allow you to display some content, to retrieve some data from your different systems, IT system, CRM, contact center solution, and display the important KPIs in real time on screen, on TV screen, on computer, and on mobile phone. And the aim is to have a 360 view of your activity. Just some key positioning and key figures for Logepal. So Logepal is now deployed for more than 100 of our customers all around the world. In fact, 30% of our projects are international projects. And now Logepal is deployed on more than 700 wallboards and used by more than 5,000 of users all around the world. You can find Logepal on the different marketplaces of our partner, and of course, you can find Logepal so in Verint Connect. And we are really pleased to have Logepal on this marketplace. Now more about Logepal. Logepal is a solution that is dedicated to the visual management. As I say, it's dedicated for the contact center and the IT help desk. You will retrieve some data from your solution, contact center solution, Verint solution, and so on, and display this information on screen. So you can display, for example, figures like a number of calls that are occurring, number of calls that are missing, that you have missed. You can display the status of the agent, and so on, in real time. You can also use Logepal for internal communication. Julien will show you this later in the demonstration. You can display some scrolling tests in real time or schedule in advance if you have some information to share with your team in the contact center. You have 3 formats of display with Logepal. So basically, you can display Logepal for wallboard. so the TV of your contact center. You can display Logepal for the dashboard, so for the agent dashboard or supervisor dashboard. Julien will show in the demonstration some banner for the agent, how it the agent will see Logepal on the computer. And thanks to Logepal, you have two important modules. This is the notification module and the gamification module. I will explain this later. And of course, all of these features are only available based on several data sources and based on the connectors. And we have a lot of connectors with Logepal that allow us to integrate Logepal seamlessly with your ecosystem, your environment. In fact, we have some ITSM connector for solutions like Jira, ServiceNow. So for the ticketing part, you can connect Logepal with some CRM like Microsoft Dynamics or Salesforce. You can connect Logepal with a contact center solution in order to retrieve data that are provided by all the Verint solutions, but also like for solutions like Genesis, Cisco, or Amazon Connect, so basically for omni-channel solution. And of course, you can display some internal data, some PowerPoint, and some video, and so on. The aim of Logepal is not to have on your screen a static indicators, a static display. The aim is to have a sequence of display that will be played all around the day. For example, in the morning, you will display a welcoming page on the TV to welcome the agent. And during the day, you will display some different indicators, different KPIs that are important for you. And at the end of the day, you will display a recap of the day and, for example, the traffic information for the people that will leave the work. And you can go really deep in this creation of scenario. In fact, for example, let's take an example. If for you the quality of service is your main indicator, you can tell to Logepal, if this quality of service decreases under 50%, it will display a big red screen with flash to indicate that there is a problem. And until the problem is solved, so until the quality of service increases above 50%, Logepal will not play the other scenario. So you can recreate the scenario as you want. Here, another example of display that we can create, something more classic that we have created for a luxury brand. So you will have the information in real time of the agent available, the agents that are on call or on chat, depending on the solution, the agents that are in break. If you connect with Verint, you can have, for example, information on your volume of activity to see if it's the moment or not to give a break for the agent, and so on. And of course, all the figures that you see here, but you will see it in the demonstration, are in real time, so it will change in real time. All of this is possible thanks to the strong graphic indicators that Logepal have. And in fact, Logepal have thermometer, half judge, donut, table, agent status, verbatim too. You can display some words, some feedback of the customer. If you have the solution, you can display it on the screen, and so on. And you can go really deep in the customization of this display of these indicators. You can change the color, you can change the shape. The aim, of course, is to be well looking on screen in order to your agents to understand better the objective and the global view of the activity. And also the aim is to fit with the image of your company. Now I will talk about one of the two modules that I present quickly in introduction. So the alerting system module. It's a module included in Logepal that will allow you to create alerts based on a threshold. I will explain. I keep my example of the quality of service. Let's say the quality of service decrease under 50%. You will say to Logepal, okay, send an alert by notification on a screen, on a group of screens, or on all the screens of your contact center, or by email to the agent to say there is a problem, the quality of service is under 50%. And you can make escalation. Let's take an example. If after a couple of minutes the problem is not solved, you can tell to Logepal to send automatically another notification by mail to the supervisor, for example, because the problem has not been solved, and so on and so on. Of course, thanks to Logepal, you can generate some reports automatically on all the KPI that you want. It can be daily reporting, the monthly reporting, or whatever you want. Now, just a quick focus on Logepal and mobility. As I say, there is three formats of display, so TV, wallboard, dashboard, so computer and mobile phone. And you can find Logepal so in Google Play, App Store. It's also available for the smart TV or in Android TV, or you can plug some dongle or mini PC if you want to display Logepal. And now, just to show you the potential of creativity that we can have with Logepal, I will show you our gamification module. So here I can take my hand on the screen. Okay. The aim of the gamification module is to animate your team on the year if you have a challenge with an interactive way and to communicate clearly the objective during this challenge with your team. It's simple. You will define a topic. For example, here the Tour de France, but it can be a race, it can be a travel all around the world, and so on. You will select the participant to this challenge. It can be agents or it can be a group of agents because you can create team challenge. You will select the indicator in which you want to challenge your team. It can be the number of calls treated by the agent, or it can be the agent that will have the best score of evaluation, for example, and so on. You will link the token with the agent and with the indicator, and in real time, the simulation will be played. And at the end, there will be a winner that will earn a prize, and the loser will bring some chocolate the next Monday in the morning. And that's it for the presentation of Logepal. And now I will let my colleague Julien go deeper in the demonstration and make a focus with Verint and Logepal. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Florian, for this presentation of Logepal. And let's move on to the demonstration. Logepal allows you to design and customize projects to display content, manage operational performance without forgetting quality, and visualize your business indicators. So I'm going to present 3 use cases, starting with the wallboard on LCD screen. In full screen, it's better. So the wallboard, it's a one-to-many displaying. For customer services, the wallboard shares production KPIs and also helps to digitalize internal communication by broadcasting messaging, visuals, video to the benefits of the employer branding. Usually, projects consist of several pages with a mix of content, a balanced ratio of business indicators, and internal communication. You define your scenario based on your needs, technical context, events, and business rules. Here, for the demonstration, the project is designed with 5 pages, illustrating a sequence of content from various data sources like contact center, CRM, and Verint. The theme is fully customized to the Verint colors, and there are some best practices in this layout, such as the header built with key indicators, the footer that display a scrolling message where a manager can overwrite or schedule messages, and some dedicated areas for internal communication. One of Logepal's strengths is consolidating and broadcasting a 360 degrees view of your activity. As Florian mentioned previously, there are many connectors to collect real-time, historical, and predictive data, mainly from contact center solution and ITSM, CRM, databases, multimedia streams, and Verint is not left out, as it provides some value-added indicators which we have also integrated into this demo project. For the workforce management, for example, we can have forecasted activity volume versus the real-time activity volume. The expected quality of service versus the real one, and the number of planned agents versus the real-time connected agents. For quality monitoring, we can have customer satisfaction and net promoter score. For voice of the customer, we can push some positive feedbacks and sentiment analysis. As you have observed, Logepal is a web solution, so the wallboard is launched with an URL in the web browser, and you might have two questions. The first one, where is the security in this kind of connection? Security is a priority, so all flows are encrypted with SSL certificates, and the wallboard during the first connection to the server requires pairing authentication with token exchange, similar to a Bluetooth device. Subsequently, the wallboard is recognized and instantly displays its project. The second question is, will I have to manually launch each wallboard every morning? Of course not. Our wallboards have auto-launch and multi-screen functionalities, allowing automatic loading of the correct display project on the correct screen, in full screen, especially when a screen reboots. There is no human intervention needed. So let me continue with the second use case, the dashboard for managers to optimize team and/or activity, responsiveness, and management. The manager, from his PC or mobile phone, needs to authenticate with application credential or single sign-on, compliant with Microsoft and Google. Once connected, depending on his roles and permissions, he will access one or more dashboards depending on your organizational structure. For our demonstration, the manager can access a project divided in two tabs. The first tab uses many graphical indicators such as stars, smileys, and weather to transform the raw data into a readable and attractive data. There are also an historical data line chart with interaction handled by channel. And in the second tab, which is more traditional, with tabular view of a mixed KPIs from contact center and back office contents. Additionally, if the manager has the rights, he can benefit from a feature of display monitoring, allowing him to ensure that projects are well displayed on the company wallboards while staying at his desk. By selecting this screen, for example, we saw the project presented earlier. Last but not least, the third use case is the agent banner. Like the manager, the agent must log in to access this banner. The goal is to provide him the same visibility when he works from home. The project is therefore contextualized to the connected agent to share his indicators, sometimes correlated with those of his team and/or activity. Thus, from home, agents keep an eye in real time on the number of connected agents, available agents, the number of waiting calls or chats for the main and overflow queues, in order to give him the best operational autonomy. As you understood, Logepal offers each persona the right level of information with the best graphical layout. But how is it possible? Let me briefly introduce Loge Studio, the administration and design interface. I won't detail the admin part, but it also allows you to create users' roles, data sources, real-time calculation formulas, alerts, and so on. I just wanted to show the design part, which looks like Microsoft PowerPoint. A project corresponds to a folder containing pages. You then select from the component library on the right side the one that seems most suitable. You drag and drop it on the pages, modify the graphical part, and properties and associate it with the data. You have a wide choice of components and graphical properties to design your dynamic display projects in your brand image and bring them to life over time. If you fear the blank page or have a lack of creativity to manage the layout of KPIs, Activeo can share display templates and can support you in an end-to-end project, including training. I hope this presentation and demonstration have allowed you to discover or rediscover Logepal. For those who want to go a little further, feel free to visit our website and please enjoy the video.
To learn more about Activeo's solution, please visit the Verint marketplace or reach out to your Verint representative. Thank you to Julien and thank you to Florian. And thank you to the audience for joining the Activeo session of the Verint Marketplace Partner Showcase. Make sure to tune in to our other dynamic sessions, which can be accessed live or on demand from the same portal homepage you registered on. Have a great day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you're watching and whenever you're watching this session.